Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto Byte. Today is Wednesday, January 19th. Hope you all are having a wonderful start to your day here. We got some interesting headlines to dive into today, but before we do, CJ, how are you doing today, my friend?
Doing well, Monty. Um, Man, sentiment is getting rough out there. I mean, it feels bad. Definitely 2018 vibes. In
Right?
terms of like sentiment and just fear. But got the TNX going down today. Rates kind of off a little bit. Traditional markets are up. So I'm excited to dive into those charts and check them out with you. How you doing, my friend?
Yeah, I'm doing well, Not letting this FUD get to me. There is a lot of negative sentiment in this space right now. Like you said, I don't remember the last time GBTC, Grayscale Bitcoin, was trading at a 30% discount relative to spot. And I think that just speaks to the fact that, people are rushing out of that trade right now. People are scared. And, whether it be selling up before they have to pay taxes or genuine fear, either way, it's being reflected in a discount in GBTC. So, interesting stuff there. But plenty to talk about today besides Bitcoin. One thing I want to talk about was Matic, Polygon, and they've implemented some things that we've seen in Ethereum in the past. Should be interesting to see how that affects price. I'll talk about that a little bit. But CJ, I know you had some things about Phantom you wanted to speak about. Are you saving that for Doge of the day, or are you going to bring that out here on the Daily Crypto Byte?
No, it was just a phantom announcement from their foundation is coming out later today. So just stay tuned for that. Also, in terms of the snapshot in the here, let me pull this up. The snapshot in terms of the airdrop that's coming for the solid token that will be on January 23rd. So 4 days. Originally we thought it would be kind of on the 19th, but we'll still have a few more days left till the 23rd. So that'll be interesting to check out and ultimately see how the market reacts. But Phantom's bouncing back pretty nicely. It's still being one of the most resilient assets here, touching the $3 price targets.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, CJ. I think, Andre has put out some tweets that when we get that snapshot, we'll start to get some announcements from those various projects, like Spooky Swap, like Spirit Swap, like, Geist, about how exactly they're going to choose to allocate those airdrop solid tokens. So I know a lot of you members of the community have been, swapping into those various elements or those various projects within the Phantom ecosystem. We'll keep you posted on how to get exposure to that solid airdrop because, like CJ just pointed out, that snapshot is just 4 days away here. So it should be interesting to see how that affects the market. But I want to dive into some Polygon news here. This was pretty interesting, and it had members of our community buzzing this morning, and that is the fact that Ethereum's EIP 1559 upgrade launches on Polygon to burn Matic. So if you don't, or if you aren't familiar with Ethereum's EIP 1559, this was the improvement protocol that switched Ethereum to a deflationary asset. This is when we started to burn ETH. It's estimated that so far over $5 billion of ETH has been burned in just a 6-month period since the improvement protocol went live. And now we're seeing the same thing go live on Matic. And although Matic is a layer 2 network, it does suffer from a lot of the same things that held ETH back during times of high congestion. And if you look at this data here from Dune Analytics, the median gas fee for Polygon is something that has held it back. When we made new all-time highs here, we were promptly rejected because gas fees got so high. Network congestion was incredibly high, and it just became impossible for anyone to build on this network, for anyone to make transactions on this network, and it essentially cut out the retail trader, very similar to what we saw happen to ETH earlier in the year that really led to the rise of a lot of these assets like Luna, Solana, and AVAX. But as you can see, we had this spike in volume. Whenever you get that, increase in volume relative to what we saw as kind of the norm over the last 6-month period, that is something that leads to high network congestion. And as a result, we have really struggled to naturally get above this previous all-time high that we set back here. We did briefly break this level, but have since been rejected, and now are coming back down to retest equally critical levels at around the $2 level. So now that this improvement protocol is live, I think it's going to be very, very interesting. It's going to become deflationary at just over a quarter of 1% being burned every year. Matic is a fixed supply token, so there's 10 billion tokens currently in circulation, or 6.8 billion currently in circulation with a 10 billion total circulating supply. So this is, obviously something you want to see. This had a very positive impact on the price of Ethereum, and this is, I think, will have the same effect here on Polygon. Like I said, it really struggled to get above these critical levels here because of the fact that we saw such high network congestion, such high gas fees in order to transact on this network. But now that they've introduced this deflationary element to Matic, I think that it will not only decrease the network congestion, but also obviously